So quickly, how to read cards. So because each card has different signals and when to play it, right? So for example, here we have a strategic card. Now, you see up on the top left, it is hidden. That means you hide it from your opponent until you play it. Underneath it says discard. When it says it means discard, that means you have it, and then to play it, you take it out and show it to your opponent. The opposite of a discard card is an attached card. An attached card is attached to a card before the beginning of a game. A discard card you hold in your hand until you play it. So it's not attached to a card. I can play it on any card at any time. The last element is how long the effect lasts. Here you see the dice symbol means it lasts for the whole game. The instant symbol means that the card is an instant effect and only lasts for that moment that you played for that specific effect. The next option is for an action. Actions will be explained later under activations and actions, but suffice it to say it lasts only for that. Then you have rounds. This card affects an entire round. A warning shield means that that card has a special timing and a special lasting effect. You will have to read the card text in order to find that out. Now I'm going to show you how to read a logistics card. A logistics card has its subtype, then it has the model's stats. The name of the card, usually a weapon option. These are either or. And then it has the number of models that accompany, that you put on the board when you take that card. We will be getting to a more specific understanding of the stats as we go through the rules, but I will give you an overview of what the basic stats mean. Faith is how many virtue dice during a round that model can use or be affected by. Actions is the amount of times that this model can take an action during the round. The to-hit value represents the skill of that particular model. The armor represents how well armored the model is, and you will use for resisting both attacks from fighting and shooting. Your wound represents how hard it is to kill this model once the armor has been pierced. The weapons usually have special effects depending on what you're arming them with. Troop subtype can be important for card effects at certain points. Here we have a different type of logistics card. This is also a model, as you see down here, but it is a capo, a leader. They also have a command range. Your command range is what you check in order to see whether they are able to give troops orders, as in activate the troops to make actions with them. If you have a command range of 0, you will not be able to lead other troops, but the capo will be able to have virtues attached to them and move itself and activate using its own virtues. Another type of logistics card is an equipment card. Equipment cards are attached to normal troop cards. This replaces an aspect of the troop card's own card. For example, here I'm equipping 3 mercenaries with either heavy crossbow or an arquebus. That means that each of those three models, or one of those models, however you prefer to distribute this, has a heavy crossbow or an arquebus. You can split this however you wish. If you wish to have two models with an arquebus and one model with a heavy crossbow, that is within the rules. For example, you also have equipment cards that can manipulate the armor save. For example, now, this would replace the armor save on the model. So now, instead of a 5+ save, we have a 3+ armor save. This can be useful for making your troops more resistant to damage and preventing them from burning virtue. The fifth type of card is a virtue card. A virtue card is something that you attach to a capo. See the capo subtype under logistics card. These give that capo the virtues that are represented on the card. We will discuss later how these virtues are used and manipulated.